Hey everyone, Yote here, or Brian. Welcome to the hike. We are back out at my childhood creek area. Now I hadn't intended to really get out here this soon after the last video, but we have had just torrential rains for like 4 days. And yesterday when I saw the break for today, I wanted to get out and see if we could find some wild waterfalls. And I was told that this creek that I love so much is just really up and roaring, and I've never gone back to the original like source spring for this creek, so we're going to try and get back there today. Creek's definitely up. You can probably hear it behind me. I'm going to show it to you guys, and then I'm going to show you what we're bushwhacking through today. Yeah, there's no question there's bushwhacking going on today. Lots of thorns. It is a thornapalooza out here, and just no trails, just thorns, lots of thorns, and they're not good when they hit your inner thigh because you're watching the camera and not paying attention to where you're going. All right, so it opens up here a little further back and it just gets gorgeous, but we got to get through this scrub first. So let's get hiking. Eat this cookie, which is amazing, and that will fuel us through the mud and the slog. We're not getting out of here without some wet, muddy boots today. All right, let's do this. So in the last video, we went downstream towards the lake. This video, we're going upstream. I'm actually walking in areas where the creek has gone over its banks due to flooding. We're not going to be able to do much creek walking and finding stuff today, but maybe come back out here later after all this runoff. We're going to get back here and see if we can find the source of this sucker. We honestly may not be able to do it, but we're going to try. Let's go this way. Okay guys, plan B. So it's been a while since I've been back here. We need to be on the other side of the creek. There is no way. There might be a spot up here that I'll look at, but I just don't want to get that wet. Some of it is up to my knees deep, and I can't find a decent fording spot. So I'm going to go back to the road, go to the bridge, and what I want to do is I want to get on a tributary of this creek that I've not seen the source of, and that's on the other side of the creek. So we're going to have to go back to the road, cross, and then come back the other side and navigate a very steep hill and another sort of break off of this creek that doesn't seem to be as bad or as hard to cross. So we'll just have to, frog back and forth across the creek maybe a couple times on that side. But I want to get back there. There's a couple things I want to show you guys. All right, I'll go look at this spot up here and then onward with adventure. We were over there. We're over here now. I'm either going to try and skirt the edge here. I don't think I want to walk across that log. We're going to navigate this steep edge until I can get down towards a little bit more shallow. Cross over. This area right here is actually an island where just the creek hits and then goes around this area, and then we're going to jump back that way. So pretty slick right here. Try not to bust my rump. I think we're going to stay right through here. I'm going to turn the camera off so I can have both hands. And yeah, see what happens. Okay, I've totally rethought that plan of attack. I'm actually going to rather slide down right here, and I can jump from there to there. You can see the geodes just laying about the place. That's the plan. You'll excuse me if I don't film it. I might. We'll see. Slippery rocks. Aces. All right. This is where we get our feet wet. No helping it. There we go. But this is the shallowest part that I could find to get onto the side we need to be on. Yeah, my feet are wet. Oh well. I think I'll live. That's why I wear wool socks. All right. So now that we're on the right side of the creek, good job, Yote. I'll show you guys this up here. This is kind of cool. Been here forever. Anybody know what make and model that is? We are now getting to the spooky part of this walk. Not spooky. But turn it around so you guys can see it. This thing's been here since I was a kid. It's been here since the lake was put in the 60s. We're going to take a look. And we're going to keep going down and follow this tributary. It runs behind it. So, yeah. Ready? Here we go. Old house in the woods. Long abandoned. Let's go take a look. Can you imagine coming across this as a kid? Out here by yourself? Fun times. Now it's opened up on the other side. We'll go over there and look. Whoa, holy moly, my foot just sunk in the ground like 3 inches. Try it this way. So yeah, I'm definitely not going in this thing, as you can tell. It's not quite sturdy, but let's take a look. You ready? Here we go. That's it. I was in here one time as a kid. I never really went in here, but I was poking around this place and I scared out 2 or 3 raccoons. Yeah, I thought I was going to wet myself. Monsters! There you go. Steps. Front door. Pretty cool, huh? Over here is a bunch of bottles. There's always been bottles back here. And it's only lately that I've gotten interested in bottles. But you can see that there's quite a bit back here. Now, I don't know how modern they are, or if they've been brought back here by other folks. They seem pretty modern. This house was here a long time. Oh. Yeah. It's like, what does that say? Just a ball jar. They're just all through this area, going all the way back up over there. Maybe something to explore some other time. But for now, we got a creek to explore and to find the source of before I run out of time. I just left a bunch of really big muddy prints back there. Somebody's kind of walking through here after those erode a little bit. It's a Bigfoot. Well, soft squatch. A little log walk in here. It'll let me. Ooh. Awesome. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see waterfalls today or not, guys. If I have time, I'll run over to a place where I know there are waterfalls. This is kind of a waterfall. This counts. Cool. Bunch of bricks right here, old bricks. And then of course, the crocus and the daffodils are coming up. It's that time of year. This is a great way to locate old home sites because these will be growing. I don't know if you can see it over there. I talked about in another vid last year, but on a yucca plant. So, and I know, I mean, there's a home site right back there. So all of this might have been a yard or a field or a garden. Here's Rapids number 2. Oh, I gotta tell you guys, I think this is more my 100-acre woods than the other direction. This is so gorgeous back here. And to find out that it's national forest, that means I can come back here and camp. I used to only do day hikes back here, but I'm just going to turn you around. I'm going to do a sweep so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm just getting waves and waves of tingles here. Just it feels so good. It's so nice to be back here. Yeah. Oh, branches. Good medicine indeed. Wow. Well, perils of creek walking. I just had a rock go out from underneath me and all the way up to my calf on my right leg. Whoosh. So I am climbing back out of this so I could get onto another side because it runs up along some of this bluffage here. There's just no passage, so bouncing back across the other side. Thought I had it. I didn't have it. I think this is the furthest that I have actually been back here. So this is all new to me. Having fun. Hope you guys are too. But still got, I think, about another half mile to go. Maybe a mile to get back to the source of this thing. Adventure. Oh boy. Another little mini waterfall for you guys. Some more up there. But man, I'm having to bounce back and forth across this creek so many times. It's getting pretty woolly back here. I've seen no trash. I've seen no other footprints. I've seen no other signs of anyone back here. I don't think people come back here very often, which is pretty awesome. All right, so I've got to get across this where a little tributary comes down, or go back that way and try and find a way across the creek, because that way, if you can see, is all flooded and nasty. There's standing water there. Might be able to get across right there. I don't know. Why not? We'll just go across here. Just as a side note with safety, I mean, I do go out here alone a lot. I'm always careful, and I keep very close tabs on my limitations, because people do know where I am this morning, but I don't want anybody to have to haul me out of here. That'd just be embarrassing. Oh, you know, like, who wants that? I'm getting jabbed in the leg with a stick, like I just did. Luckily it wasn't sharp. Yeah. What the? Let me show you something. Barely just came across this. We got a Tonka truck down. Tonka. I was right. Wonder how long that's been here. All right. Move away from the creek a little bit here just to kind of clear these deadfalls. As far as wildlife, I've been off and on I think it was a deer track. Not a lot of tracks back here. I've seen some birds. I saw a nice Carolina wren. Heard a chipmunk. It's all pretty quiet. Of course, I'm tromping pretty hard. Tend to see more in the way of wildlife if you just stop. I've talked about that in other videos. Stop and let your ripples settle down and let the woods come back to normal. I am burning up. So this water bottle, you may have seen it in other videos, is a solo wilderness medicine badge there. This thing's been with me for about, probably 5 or 6 years. I was at a convention and I left it behind once, and it was like I left a kid behind. Just taking a break. I want to eat an energy bar and some almonds and catch my breath a little bit, cool down. This will be fun back here when the thorns come up and the brambles and all the other undergrowth comes up. It's gorgeous back there. There's a geode down here in the creek that is, it's like this big. It's probably the size of my head, or smaller, or bigger. I don't know. Some of it's down in the dirt, so I can't tell. No fire today. Don't need it. I just melt my energy bar. Nah. It's too wet. I don't want to mess with a fire today for lunch. We got to get up this creek, and then we got to get all the way back. The change in weather in less than 12 hours has been amazing. Blue skies right now, absolutely gorgeous. Yesterday, last 4 days, miserable, gray, and windy, and wet. This is really weird. I want to show you guys this. I just walked along the creek and came up on this. I'll show you. Let me turn the camera around. So just walking along and come up to this, and what's this about? There's a geode. Get down here in the water. There's a red geode just sitting up here on this log. I'm going to turn it over. It's not wet. It's been there a while, but how crazy is that? Either. Huh. Someone must have put it up there to mark something, maybe? I don't know. It's got to be there to mark a spot. Not sure why anybody would just put it there otherwise. Yeah, I have no idea. Alright guys, well I think we're getting close to the source of this creek. You can see it's really starting to narrow down, and I'm wondering if there's not going to come a time that I just have to walk in the creek, which I think is coming up right about now. It gets pretty steep on both sides, so we'll see how that goes. So when I stopped to look at that, well, here, let me turn the camera. So when I stopped to take a look at that geode, I put my tripod down and it fell over and broke the plastic mount that I hold the camera onto. So I'm now hand holding everything and carrying a tripod with the other. So yeah, we're gonna get down this creek and we're gonna see how far we can get. It's really shallow. It's probably just be really slick. So let me get down there and I'll turn you back. I was right. This shale bed is super slick. It's like walking on ice. Clears up a little bit, so we're going to keep going. But yeah, if it starts getting too much of an angle there, it's going to be really difficult. Might have to come back when it's dry, but we're gonna press on. I've had to come up high. Creek's down there. Pretty much walking and having the feeling that one leg is shorter than the other. But that's what we got to do, because as you can see, it cuts down so deep. There's really no way to get down there in it and walk it safely. Whew. Yeah, I'm out of breath. Save the best for last, huh? But I think we're coming up here to the end. As far as I know, I'm still on Hoosier National property. I've seen some signs that say as much, but I can see a house up there. So it might get a little dicey. Stay on this side of the creek. And dicey in the I might be on private property and get yelled at. Well, as it is sometimes, it can be anticlimactic. You know, in my mind's eye, I was picturing a nice raging waterfall off the side of a cliff that would be the origin of my childhood creek. It is not. I want to turn you guys around and show you the dramatic conclusion of this hike. So as you can see, it comes up this way. We still have water in it. And come up here and Fine. Just kind of dead ends into that little drop off right there. Now it is wet up there, but it's coming out from underneath there. There's a house right up there, but we're still on Hoosier National Land, because I don't know if you can see it. There's a orange boundary marker right there. So there you go. Not quite the finale I was looking for, but hey, I'll see if I can find some cool shots as we go back down this way. On top of that, there's this cool grove of pine trees right here that, as far as I know, is on Hoosier National Land. So we're gonna go take a look at that. Some of these pines have been here a while. So I'm coming back down, following the creek, and here's the log and the geode sitting on top of the log. And I think I saw this as we were going up, and I figured I'd show it to you guys on the way back. It's possible that they are marking the location of that, because that down here is possibly the largest geode I have ever seen in my entire life. So, against my better judgment, I'm going to get down there in the creek, hand holding my camera. I'd much rather it be on a tripod. But I want you guys to see the scale. My foot is just going to get soaking wet. Okay. So, there's my hand. And this thing goes all the way around. And it is unmovable. But it is... There's my hand. This is massive. Goes down into the creek. It has got to be the biggest thing I've ever seen as far as a geode. Get my cord out of the way. So it's possible that somebody just kind of wanted to mark that location, maybe. I don't know, but wow. I can see why. I have no idea how they'd get it out of here. I think there's a house maybe up that, drawn up that way a little bit. Oh, yeah. Good luck with that one. So I just came across this. And this is, looks like a cairn. These are all rocks piled up. There's some geodes in there, purposefully placed. I mean, I don't think it's natural. And I guess, well, the deer like it. It's possible it's a grave. I'm not gonna lie. Possible. But those are all, those have been put there purposefully. Right here by this tree, or the tree might have grown up at the base of those rocks. So, I mean, who knows really. I'm not sure why there'd be any other reason right here to have a pile of rocks. I don't know of any other homes that were back here. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. I mean, we're close enough. That house is still quite a ways that way, but we're close enough. I guess somebody, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to bring them all the way out here. But yeah, a little weird. Not super weird, but a little weird. Or, you know, it could just be a pile of rocks. You never know. I'm definitely not going to go looking in it, so there you go. All right, onward. All right, so the adventure continues. Trying to get my way out of here, and I thought I would not follow the creek and take a straight path. And man, I ran into a mud field, flat area that, I went in all the way to my ankles. So I'm gonna get over here to the creek. Seems to be a little bit firmer right on the creek bank, so I guess we'll just have to stick to that. but that was a whole lot of not fun. Alright, find our way across this thing and keep getting out of here. Okay everybody, thanks for coming along. I'm going to call it here. This is going to be into the video. I am at the abandoned house. I will film and walk by it as we finish this up. And I got to get home. But thanks for coming along. This has been a fantastic hike. I've had so much fun. My feet are wet, my boots are muddy, and my heart is happy. That's the way it's supposed to be, right? Yeah, a little anticlimactic. I wish we could have seen some sort of like raging waterfall coming out of a cliff that was the origin of my childhood creek, but sometimes the reality doesn't match up with the expectation, right? Alright, so we'll go by this abandoned house. You guys can look for ghosts. See if you can hear anything. Here we are. Spooky. See anything? So this is really hard without a tripod. My arm's starting to shake, so I apologize for that. Gonna have to fix my bracket. I think I can get some epoxy glue and fix it. It's a clean break for the tripod, so that's good. All right, guys, I will see you next time on the next hike or the next vlog. And as always, get outside if you can. Get some dirt time, get some adventure time, have fun, enjoy yourself, and get outdoors. It's good for you. Thanks, everybody. See you on the next one. Bye. This hike has been brought to you by a 3-day-old half-eaten stale chocolate chip cookie, because it's just that good.